Welcome back to Just Two Random Guys Talking Hoops. The podcast powered by Home for Hoops. You know them, you love them. From their studio in downtown Chicago, here are your Hoop Fanatic hosts, Michael DeYoung and Drew Collins.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
We got some energy today.
Oh, we're feeling good. Hey, that game, USA versus South Sudan, I thought I was going to be asleep by halftime.
A thriller to say the least.
Should not have been a thriller, but you know what? I don't want to be that guy, but I low-key kind of enjoyed the close game because we got to see how they played. So
yeah,
I had no complaints.
I got my heart rate up. My Whoop band was telling me my heart rate was a little high in the fourth quarter, but
I could feel my heart. I was like,
it was tough,
damn,
man. I can only imagine what LeBron and Curry were feeling. Legacy's on the line.
I mean, I wouldn't say legacy because it wasn't like they were eliminated if they lost the game, but it just would not have been a good look.
Just super embarrassing.
It would. Comparing them to like the Dream Team, the Redeem Team, all that would have just kind of went away. Because how did you lose?
South Sudan.
Yeah.
They had that Duke commit though, the center.
No, he was tough.
He was
actually
nice.
tough.
The 7'2" kid.
Yeah, he hit that three on Anthony Davis. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, they also hit. They shot really well. And obviously, guys, this is not a 7-game series. So it's kind of like the March Madness setup.
Honestly, yeah.
So like, if one team shoots the ball well, and teams are good enough around the world where if they just get hot, you never know. So
it's like the TBT tournament that's going on right now for $1 million. You seen that one?
Yeah.
The Louisville team played today. I was watching it, and they had like some NBA guys, and they almost lost.
Mm-hmm. No, like Kentucky's in that now too because it's gotten so big.
The single elimination's nice.
It is nice because it adds
some thrill into it.
Exactly, because you're like, oh, this team, like, I'm assuming everyone, at least in the U.S., going into this game was like, okay, we're playing South Sudan.
They were 42-point favorites.
43.5.
43.5. Is that the exact line?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, could you imagine being like, yeah, I'm just going to put like $10 down on South Sudan. Just for like shits
just
and
to
giggles.
Win, yeah.
And then it's like,
that payout, oh my God, I can only imagine.
Can you imagine that?
That was crazy. Vegas made a call at the end. That's all I gotta say. Vegas made a call.
You thought when the guy rebounded?
I thought he got fouled.
I don't know. I thought it was low-key almost a jump ball. Because I know when you have the ball, that when you slap at it, like, the hand's part of the ball. So if you just hit the hand...
It looked like Ant got him there, though. It was close. It was close, for sure.
It is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. They took the W. That's all that mattered. Yeah.
But, so Paris starts in a week. So we're going to start by talking about Team USA... Team USA update? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Today? Yeah.
Well, I got a lot I got to get off my chest about this because, so obviously, before all the games and everything started, the big talk was they had a vote or it was something like that came out on ESPN. Then everyone said that LeBron was voted the best player. And then obviously Anthony Edwards comments about, no, I don't care what anyone says, I'm the best player. And then, everyone on the internet's got their own opinion, that sort of thing.
Sure.
So, and it's just kind of like, okay, let's see how this plays out. LeBron's old, Curry's getting older, Durant, so you don't know.
Ancient.
Don't. I mean, he can't even play, so, who knows what he's playing. Yeah. But, yeah, so it's been interesting to see, okay, who's going to actually, like, take the throne when it matters, that sort of thing. Because the first 3 games, Australia, Canada, Serbia, I mean, Anthony Edwards looked like he was the guy. But, I mean, in all those games, even the Australia game, anyone that watched that game knows that wasn't, like, it just kind of got close down the stretch, but it wasn't like you were going back and forth, 100%. Like how it was in the South Sudan game. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of looked like, U.S. was down 14, 16 at half. It was like, oh.
They're at 16 and a half.
It was bad. It was 14 or 16. I can't recall. But you could just tell that, like, you could see kind of on LeBron and Curry's, like, it was like, damn, like, what are we doing? Yeah. Like, we need to lock in because this is bad. This is real bad right now. Mm-hmm. Like, even the people on TV were like, whoa. Yeah. Like, everyone was...
There's a picture of LeBron's face trending right now of him looking like he saw a ghost.
Yeah,
like, they were spooked.
Because that was, it was like, whoa, you don't know what just hit you. And it's, like I said, it's one game, so it's like, USA just can't lose, period.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Yeah, so then the second half starts. I mean, I think one of the big guys you got to shout out, besides LeBron, who just took over, Drew Holiday. That was...
Clamps.
I mean, Curry didn't shoot well, but I felt like when you're watching the game, he had some timely buckets, especially some of those threes that kind of keep it close.
The deep three.
The deep three. That's what I'm saying. It was like loud buckets. He might have not scored a lot, but it was loud buckets. Mm-hmm. But obviously, I think by watching this whole game, who was the guy that everyone went to when shit hit the fan? Who were we going to? LeBron James. Yup. That's who you went to. No, because like everyone, I mean, I get it. He's 38, 39.
39.
Like 39. Thank you. But it's like, okay, so who are we gonna go to down the stretch? We gonna go to Anthony Edwards? We gonna go to Curry? We gonna go to Davis?
Bench, wasn't it? He just got subbed.
No, he was on the bench, towards the end a little bit.
Play, yeah.
Because they had Booker in the starting lineup, but that was whatever.
Booker played. Yeah.
Anyways, LeBron. Who'd they go to? They went to LeBron James, man. They didn't go to nobody else. They went to LeBron, and you know why? Because LeBron still runs that shit. I don't care if he's not the best player in the league. He still runs shit.
Ooh,
so that's what I'm saying. So I mean, we look at his stats. He was 10 for 14, 2 of 3 from 3.
Yeah.
I mean, he can still hoop. And who do they go to? Everyone's
his best
Anthony
game
Edwards
I've seen
this,
in a while.
Curry this, Joel this. Well, who did they go to down the stretch when they needed a bucket at the end of the game?
LeBron
James, and who delivered? LeBron James. Wow. So all those people that want to hate out there, because well, it doesn't help because some of the people I was watching the game with are Jordan fans, and they're like, And don't get me wrong, we're not going to get into that debate today.
That's for another episode. We'll cover that.
Exactly.
We'll cover that.
But I mean, I don't care. Who did they go to down the stretch? They went to LeBron, and he delivered.
They did go to LeBron.
If they didn't, low key, I don't know if the U.S. wins that game if they don't have LeBron. He just kind of puts his head down. He's like, because no one wanted the ball, it looked like.
Sure.
No one looked like they wanted the ball or could get a bucket like that or just orchestrate the offense and just be like, all right, Joel, you get it. Curry, run off those screens, that sort of thing. So I think that leadership kind of down the stretch helped them beat Sudan, which shouldn't have been needed.
Should have been close.
But you know what? If we needed a game like this, now it shows that the U.S. can win down the stretch. And they kind of, run Curry off screens. Joel hit him in the post down low. Yeah. LeBron kind of just...
They're still learning. They're still learning that chemistry, which is nice to see.
Get people in the right spots. Yeah. So... Overall,
you're on fire there.
No, but Drew Holiday, that defense, man, that's some... I don't know if I've seen a guy play better defense just in, I haven't been around the world I haven't been alive that long.
Get it out. There you go.
Yeah, sorry. We were with the stuttery, but, so... Drew Holiday, man, that was
special. Anthony Edwards had a nice pickpocket in the end of the
first half. We had some good moments.
Some great defense.
That ball pressure. That's how you get back into games, though.
100%.
Yeah. 100%. So that was.
Michael came over today to film, and he was on fire to talk about this topic.
No,
I don't know if you guys can
because I was like, LeBron, Drew, and Curry were the guys in that game.
Davis played well too.
No, Davis played well. His defense.
Put back.
Davis played well, but I'm just saying, down the stretch, those guys just boom, boom, boom.
Sure.
I was impressed.
So does this help LeBron in the GOAT debate?
Okay, I don't. No, we're not getting into that right now. I'm just saying, I just wanted to prove a point that, when shit hit the fan, who were you going to go to?
LeBron.
When everyone was looking like Casper the Ghost out there,
you go to LeBron.
Who were you going to go to?
You go to LeBron.
You go to LeBron.
Right.
So, and then you got a good look, or he got a look for you.
Yeah.
And you won the game. That was basically my point.
So what do you think the difference was today versus when they killed Serbia a few days ago?
I think they came out a little flat.
Okay. Defensive intensity or just overall?
I just think overall, you had some turnovers. I think everyone, you kind of hear the noise a little bit. Everyone's like, okay, we're playing South Sudan. No offense to South Sudan, but it's not like we're playing France with Wemby.
Just became an independent country 3 years ago.
No, 13 years ago.
13, I swear.
2011. Look it up.
I will look it up.
It was 2011. But even so,
it was 2011.
Even so, no one thought that they were going to come in. I mean, obviously, if you saw the spread, it was 43.5.
I know. I should have hammered that. I should have known. I should have put the house on.
Could have won a lot of money.
Could have.
Hey, it's okay.
It's all good.
I mean, I think it was just the U.S. came out flat, really. And they were like, okay, we don't have to bring our A game. We're still going to win. And they probably brought their D game.
Whoa, pause. We're not going to cut that out, but pause. It's all good. They brought their defensive game.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were trying to say.
They're D- games.
There you go.
There we go. But, yeah, and it was just...
We're going to have to clip that. That's got to be an Instagram reel right there.
Anyways.
The Hoops Insider. You can follow it. It'll go viral.
Oh, my God. Anyways, but that's about
Lord.
the level they played at. They almost played about as worse as they possibly could play, and they barely squeezed it out and they won. So, I mean...
A great win.
They're going to play him again, too.
I'd rather win ugly than... Yeah, they're going to play then.
You're going to have to win games ugly.
And Serbia. They'll play Serbia again, too.
Yep. So they're going to have to win games like that. When you have to play teams like France and all that, it's going to... They might not play as bad. I mean, if they play as bad, they're going to get slapped. But it would be bad. But the point is that they can win a close game and kind of not play amazing and still when they find a way to win the game. And that's what good teams do.
And they've been there before. Like, this is Katie's 4th straight Olympics. LeBron's got 2 golds and a bronze under his belt. Like, they have the experience.
And when LeBron got that bronze, it was like 04. Like, he was like...
Yeah, he was young. He was like our age, And then they came back to redeem with Kobe, and Kobe was the captain of that one.
Yeah, that was nuts.
But it'll be exciting to also see Steph in his first Olympics.
Yeah,
Olympic debut, which is crazy.
No, the fact that he would, that's...
The 2020 just kind of screwed up because that's when he really came on the scene, right?
Yeah, 2016, he low-key could have played.
When was his MVP year?
2015 and 16.
Oh, yeah, he low-key could have
went back-to-back. Unanimous in 2016.
Wow. You know your shit? Okay,
yeah,
word.
Yeah.
What else do we want to cover on Team USA?
Well, let's see.
They play Germany next week, don't they? For their last exhibition.
Monday. I believe at 2 p.m.
Okay.
So that'll be
right around when this podcast comes out. Wow. What a treat.
We'll see what's going on.
You can listen to this while watching the game.
Oh my. Wow.
Wow. The hoops would be everywhere. The inside, you get it all. You get to watch some content and hear 2 great minds talk about the team.
Hey.
I couldn't think of anything better.
They better play a lot better, I'll tell you that. Though.
Honestly, yeah. Or you might just turn off the game and just listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Hey. I do that all the time.
Right. You got to.
It's a good listen.
You got to get the insider knowledge.
Got to, yeah.
Oh, you want to touch on Derek White real quick? I know you talked about him.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that pre-recording.
Yeah.
I thought he should have been mentioned more with Drew Holiday a little bit. Like, I know a lot of people felt some type of way with him being on the roster,
which makes sense.
Totally fair.
That's fair.
Joe and Brown definitely, Kyrie, like there are names.
Yep, we can name them.
But Steve Kerr didn't play him in the first half, I believe. Started him in the second, and I think he had like 5 assists, really efficient minutes.
Yeah.
Had a few key stops. 1 block, I remember. He's just a very good rebounding and defending guard. And I think sometimes when Drew's sitting, the USA team does need that.
Yeah.
Because they got Booker and Curry, but no offense to those two.
They're not.
They couldn't even guard me. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
All right. Relax. We're getting a little overconfident. But yeah, I get the point.
At the NBA caliber, the world caliber, you're playing against other NBA guys here. Like even on the South Sudan team, they talked about... There's a guy in the Hornets on that team. The Duke kid will definitely go to the league.
Yeah.
Like, there's other NBA players on these teams.
Yeah, they
can't
had JT
overlook that. Exactly. Like Jeremy, they'll play.
He had that bucket on LeBron.
That was tough. That was tough.
That was tough. I was sitting there, I was scratching my head like, whoa, we really about to lose.
I could see
this
being
is
like,
crazy.
Instagram's going to go crazy with this one.
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah. I just don't think Team USA can overlook the skill level of even like a Canada. I know we beat Canada, but Dylan Brooks is a good player. If you love him or you hate him, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to drop his 30. Like they have really good talent. It's just not to the level of Team USA.
Yeah, I think
it's not. You can't overlook it.
You could say they're top end talent for some teams, like Nikola Jokic. Can match up with anyone's top player,
yeah.
But then obviously after those 1 or 2 players, it just drops off.
It's like Greece.
Yeah,
you'll see that with Greece.
Like you have Giannis, and then it's
Giannis' brother.
All right,
Thanasis, a personal favorite.
You know that duo right there, and then it just drops off.
If you are a Bucks fan and you do not have a Thanasis on the jersey,
hey, if he could just have a little more skill, like low-key,
he is. He's just getting. He's getting a little old now.
Well,
he's got to turn up here soon.
Yeah. No, I mean he's got to just. If he just had a little bit more skill, because he's not obviously as big as Giannis.
No.
Like tall.
No. Same with his younger brother Alex, which is in I think one of our grades. Same slim build, but just not that that muscle yet that Giannis
He's not
has.
as tall, Giannis is kind of one of one. Like, there's not too many
He's
people
just that
built
man.
like.
Yeah, the Greek freak, man.
Hell yeah. So
do we want to move into show and tell now? What are we feeling?
We can move into show and tell. Do you want to start it off? You can explain it to me.
This is something we're trying here, guys. It's called show and tell. I came up with the name. Great name. So we each find
take credit.
2 points of hoops headlines from could be high school, men's, women's, anywhere in the hoops universe. And we share it with the other person. Michael's trying to look at mine right now so he can prep.
Sorry, my bad.
But it's supposed to be blind. And we share those with the other person to get their opinion. And then we'll share our opinion. And we'd love to hear your opinion in the comments.
Yeah, no, let us know what else we should talk about, too.
Exactly.
Greatly appreciate it.
Exactly. So it's 2 points that maybe we'll cover in a future episodes. We're not going to talk about them for too long, but just some points we want to start on. You know?
Yep.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to go at you first?
No, you go.
Okay.
You go. Mine, I don't know. Mine are all NBA related, so...
Oh, so are mine.
Okay, yeah.
So we got some NBA going today.
Okay, yeah.
I thought about going to high school, but...
No, we can say that for a different, you know what I mean? There's a lot to talk about there, too.
So I hinted at this in our pregame prep here. Russ getting traded to the Nuggets.
Okay.
What do we think? Does this make them... I think they were already an NBA contender before this.
Yeah.
Even with how stacked their conference is. Does this elevate them? Or even de-elevate them towards another ring for Murray and Jokic?
See, we're going to assume he's coming off the bench. I think that's...
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, because if he starts, that's just messes up everything.
Yep.
And there's really no spot for him to start. So him coming off the bench... Now, Russ obviously isn't in his prime. Their bench lacked a lot of... Like, they just didn't get really any... If they got any production, they low-key would have beat the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
So...
They had nothing.
Yeah, but the thing with Russ... So, I think I like it just because they need a playmaker or someone to go along with Jokic if Jamal's not out there. They just need someone that can create something. Now, don't ask him to do... Just ask him to be Russ, you know what I mean? Just like...
So you're saying don't ask him to be triple-double.
No,
Russell
just ask
Westbrook.
him, just like bring energy, just be a dog, like... You know what I mean? Like, if you just attack the rim, you don't need to sit here and shoot all these threes, do all that.
He can play defense too when he's...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So he's going to bring energy every night. You know he's going to be out there because he doesn't get injured very often.
Oh, that's what...
So, you know what I mean? So he's like Mr. Consistent as far as just being on the floor. He's like Mikal Bridges.
True. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I like the pickup for him overall. I think it'll benefit them more than it will hurt them. I just think he's just got to stay within himself. I think sometimes, especially, on the Lakers, but that was kind of his decline. I think he kind of knows...
That's so political, too. The Lakers are such a political team.
No, absolutely. But I'm just saying that, just stay within yourself. I think he knows now that, he's not the Russ that he was before, but he can still be a productive NBA player, especially off the bench for a team like the Nuggets. And I think the Nuggets, Mike Malone's a good coach, as much as I don't really, like him, just because I'm, a LeBron Laker fan, whatever. You know what I mean? But,
I got you.
It's like, bro, get over it. But, you beat the Lakers, like, whoa, whoop-de-doo. But anyways, beat them twice.
Swept them once.
Anyways.
In the conference finals.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, so, I think he's a good coach, though. He's going to put him in good spots, get him... have the right people around him, right personnel. So I think overall it's a good move.
Okay. I agree with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to ask both questions? That was a good answer. Do you want to go 1-1?
We'll go back and forth.
Little banter.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So I saw something that obviously, the Bucks, there's a lot of storylines with the Bucks. Like, did we really get better? Did we just kind of stay the same? That sort of thing.
This is our team.
This is our team.
Yeah.
So there's a report that came out that Chris Middleton had ankle surgery on both his ankles. So that doesn't...
Is that official or is that just...
Yeah, that was like an ESPN report.
Oh, okay.
So basically it said that the surgeries were related to injuries that Middleton suffered throughout the course of the season. Yep. They were considered cleanups, the sources said. So basically my question is, can Chris Middleton still be that kind of third option or someone you can rely on for the Bucks? Or if not, then what should the Bucks do with Chris Middleton?
Hot take. I've thought they should deal him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should have been out the door instead of Drew. I've thought that ever since the Dame trade.
Okay.
I don't know if he can come back to the Chris Middleton that hit those clutch shots to help us win a championship. I just think he's on the decline, and he just didn't play last year. And if he's his healthy self, I don't think we lose in the first round last year. Like, that first round was so frustrating.
Yeah, he didn't practice. He didn't practice in the playoffs either. So
I know.
He was just. I mean,
it was just so tough.
Either did half the Bucks.
I know. We were so beat up, but it's just like we have such a championship caliber roster, and I just wish Drew was still with us. I know that's a little off your question, but I just wish he had been out the door because he's so injury prone. And I love K Money. I really do. I appreciate the ring you brought us, but I think it's time to move on. I really do.
Okay. It's a good answer.
What do you think?
I think Chris Middleton. I think he can still produce. We just got to find a way for him to stay healthy. Like, I think if he's healthy and you get him back in a rhythm, because even in the playoffs he played pretty well for a guy that was considered injured.
Played, he played well.
Yeah, that
but
was
he
considered
didn't play
injured.
to his expectation. You know, like the healthy Chris Middleton plays better than that.
Well,
or is expected to play better than that.
But I think he also gets easier looks. Though.
Yes,
you got to think about it. You have Giannis
right.
and then Drew Holiday or Dame, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. Obviously now it's Dame, but you're going to be, if you're the third option, you're playing one-on-one, and Chris Middleton is pretty good at playing one-on-one.
Chris Middleton, if we have our big three, the best big three in the league, if Chris Middleton is healthy, not because of him, but because of Giannis and Dame. If those three are healthy, you got to put your best defender on Giannis, your second best on Dame. Chris Middleton should have a field day.
That's what I'm. Yeah,
he's gonna have Fred VanVleet guarding him.
Well, let's just think in the playoffs, Chris Middleton, he'll win you a playoff game, maybe two, but he'll usually win you one in a series. Yeah. That's what he did on the run.
Yep.
So that's kind of if he can be that,
he can do that. Keep him forever.
Like, you can put up, I don't care, put up 12 a game for all I care, but then put up like 31 game and just come out of nowhere.
And then we got a closer with Dame, and then we have the best player in the world.
I mean, it's Jokic, but even as much
top
as
three,
top two.
There we go.
He's two. If anyone says otherwise, they're kind of.
Should we move on to my second question now?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Like we got Bucks. We could do a whole episode.
We could.
I think we could talk about Bucks.
I mean, I could ramble about a lot of teams, but go ahead.
Okay. So, staying on the Bucks a little bit. I thought we might have the same question, but we didn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Our ex-coach.
Oh.
Mike Budenholzer.
Okay.
Obviously had the thing going on with his brother, which was very sad, but he landed a new job.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard about this.
Oh, what? With
the Phoenix Suns. Now, we just said big three, too.
Yep.
Does this hire do anything for the Suns' championship hopes? Or is it just another coaching hire like Doc Rivers that gets overhyped and then nothing happens? Like, production-wise.
Well, I think it does something on the offensive side of the ball, but I don't really think this really... They might be a little bit better on that side, but Frank Vogel is obviously defensive. He's a defensive-minded coach.
Of course.
So with a team like that, when you have all this offensive talent, the thought process obviously was, okay, we have a crazy offensive team. We really don't need to worry about that much. No. Let's worry about our defense. Well, that didn't go well.
That went horribly.
Yeah, exactly. So now you bring in a guy that's offensive-minded, but he did... I mean, don't get me wrong. With the Bucks, they had good defenses, but they also had really good personnel.
We did.
We had Brook Lopez at the time. That was, he was up there for defensive player of the year.
Did he make an all defensive team that year?
We'd have to check that.
I'm not sure.
But I remember him being like,
he was up there.
He was getting praised for his defense, and then obviously the drop coverage kind of ended him. But and get a little. He can't.
He's pretty slow.
Can't really move his feet, so he's got to play.
He's a 7-footer. We'll give him some slack. We love Brook.
No, he's good at the rim though. I mean, anyone gets to the rim. But
on a side note, guess how much the Suns are paying him? Not Lopez. Budenholzer.
Like $8 million, $10 million.
5-year, $50+ million.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I think the Suns, they're in a spot where they're just kind of almost desperate now because they made all these moves and it hasn't really worked out. Like, right when they got Durant, it was just obviously CP, Booker, Durant. And, I mean, I feel like that was kind of their time because, I mean, Booker was on, like, another plan. And then Durant
Booker was one of the best scorers in the world, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, so, and they still couldn't get past Denver.
Yeah.
That's
so sad to think about.
But no, but like their offense was, all right, Book, you got it this possession. Hey, KD, you got it this possession.
They played iso ball. It's like us at the Princeton Club. We're just sizing up every play.
Against just great competition there. But anyways,
I think you answered it. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I don't think it's really gonna affect much.
I agree.
Like the West is stacked, and like Durant's only getting older. I mean, Booker's obviously kind of in his prime, but I mean, like Bradley Beal is just hurt all the time now.
It's true.
So like you have two all-stars that probably are past their prime that are still thinking. I mean, Durant's Durant, but like Beal, like probably not really. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do you do? And now they're just stuck here. They're just sitting here like
twiddling their thumbs, honestly.
Yeah, they're like, please, is this gonna work? Like, bro, no.
You've had two. I agree with both your answers, Michael. Nice answers, Mike. Well done. Well, pound it, bro.
Okay, so my second question.
The last question
of
show and tell.
There we go.
Maybe the episode.
There was obviously a lot of discussion about, okay, will Paul George leave this offseason? There are reports that, the Clippers aren't giving him what he wants. They don't want to give him anything. They want to. What they were offering him was below what Kawhi got. Yeah. He's also 34 years old, so you kind of can see both sides. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So he obviously goes and signs with the Sixers, and then there's a report that came out that Steve Ballmer said he hated on a personal level to see Paul George leave. So in the article, it kind of said that he still believes that the revamped roster around Kawhi Leonard and James Harden can still contend for a title. So my question to you is, how far off or on is Ballmer with this statement? What are your thoughts on that?
He's so far off. First round exit. The Clippers are washed. The Clippers are trash.
Does it matter on the matchup, though? Like, okay, let's say they get whatever seed. If they play this team, let's say, then what happens? Like let's say they're playing like the Kings. I mean, I know they just got tomorrow, but I'm saying, a matchup like where it's like, can we see them? I mean, I don't know. No, it's first round exit.
I think
doesn't matter.
First round exit. Harden's just eating his honey buns. He's so far gone. He shouldn't even be mentioned in star players on the team. So they have Kawhi.
Well, Kawhi's just hurt.
And Kawhi's hurt all the time. And we've seen what Kawhi can do. He had like Fred Van Fleet and he won a championship. I'm not putting down Kawhi.
And Pascal Siakam.
Sure, yes. But
at an all-star level. All right, go ahead, my bad.
But he's always hurt. The Clippers should sell the team. Move out of California. They're screwed. If I was a Clippers fan, I'd be crying right now. I'd find a new team. The Bucks are always welcoming new fans.
Hey, we'll welcome you guys.
If you want to come to a championship contender.
Well, I mean, for like another year or two. But yeah, go ahead. That's another point.
Championship next year. I think he was so far off. I think he said that and he didn't even believe it.
It's just
thoughts.
So, what I think they should have done is.
Do you agree with this statement first?
That he hated to see him leave?
No,
or that they have a
the revamp of Honey Buns Harden.
I was gonna focus more on the Paul George, like him leaving, because I just wanted to talk about the Paul George point. So I know obviously, okay, the contenders. You didn't really do anything when you had a better squad. So why would I expect you with James Harden, who's just getting older, and Kawhi, who's never there, to be better? You know what I mean? Sure, so I feel like that's almost like obvious. But he said he hated to see Paul George leave. I think if you're opening up a new stadium and you Steve Ballmer wants to be like the new attraction in town that people, you know what I mean though? Like, you got the Lakers, you got the Dodgers, you got all these things going on.
These big market teams, yeah.
Yeah, like you're in LA, it's like, okay, you have all these good teams, but then you also can do so much else outside of that. You go to the beach, go shop, whatever you want to do. So in order to get people to come to your stadium, obviously You need a good team. Yeah, so just you guys are working at doing it. Like, why not just have Paul George on this roster then and just overpay him?
I agree.
Because it's going to put people in the seats. Now, obviously, is that going to set you up well? No. But, I mean, you guys aren't going to do anything anyways.
It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's going to make you more money. And I thought Steve Ballmer would understand that. Because
who are you going to advertise now?
Exactly. You're going to advertise Kawhi, who's never there, and then James Harden, who's eating the honey bun like you talked about. Like, they should advertise him for being Santa Claus every year because he's got a little belt. Like, bro, what are you doing?
You could advertise Honey Bun Harden or injured Kawhi.
Exactly.
It's a tough choice, but
so I don't know what you're gonna do there. Yeah. So I think they should have just re-signed him. But
I think they should have too.
I think they messed up.
Smarter play. Yeah, but
it is what it is.
It is.
Well, that being said, I don't think we have anything else to talk about. So
I think this is the end of the episode.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all have a good one.
See you next time. Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to Just Two Random Guys Talking Hoops, your new weekly go-to basketball podcast. Listen to new episodes releasing every Monday, available anywhere you listen to podcasts.